Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So yesterday we have seen like how to configure our administrative users and how to do a read-only access or a read and write access or full access, right? Any questions in that?
No question.
No, all good.
Okay. So today we will do another topic. See, after we configure a users. Now, suppose I am having an environment with multiple VLANs or my environment is spread with thousands of users or hundreds of users. Okay. Suppose this is my topology. Just a minute. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Can you see now?
Okay.
Is it visible or not?
No,
Yes, visible for me.
Okay.
but I can't see the display. I can see your name only. Like on your screen, I can't see.
Maybe
No.
check your
I am
some
showing the
other
Let
OneNote now.
profile.
I will rejoin.
Okay.
I don't
We'll
know.
wait 1 minute. Join back.
Hmm.
Okay. Can you see now my screen?
Yes, yes, visible.
Okay. So yesterday we were talking about how to create our administrative users, right? So now the topic comes. Suppose I am having a firewall with a specific topology. Okay. This is my firewall. I'm having a firewall connected to my switches. This can be any switch, my LAN switch or my WAN switch, my L3 switch or my L2 switch, whatever switch. It is my switch. You call this a LAN switch. From my LAN switch, I am having different departments connected. Okay. This is my VLAN 10. This is my VLAN 20 connected to my LAN switch also. Then I am having VLAN 30 connected to my LAN switch. Okay. Now between firewall and our LAN switch, we are having some L3 ports or routing. And now firewall IP address is 192.168.100.1. Now I am having a usernames and everything created. Usually, who are supposed to access a firewall? Only a network engineer, right? Network team, or in some rare scenarios, some company says a IT team, correct? And for IT team, we would be definitely having a dedicated VLAN or dedicated subnet, right? It is not like IT team would be sitting anywhere or using any of the PC or anything, right? They would be having the dedicated VLAN where they are using or they are connecting. We call that a dedicated subnet for IT team. Now we have users. We want restrictions in such a way that suppose I am having a username with the L1. L1 is part of IT team, right? And IT team is having a subnet of 192.168.100.0/24. Okay. So I want a L1 user, if his computer IP belongs to this particular subnet, then he should be able to log in. If he is, suppose I am from VLAN 20, a subnet is, assume VLAN 20 subnet is like this: 192.168.20.0/24. This is 30.0/24. This is 10.0/24. Okay, these are the subnets. Then I am having another subnet for my IT team, which is 100.0. Okay. Now, if any of these particular users who are not from IT department, suppose this is a sales department, this is a marketing department, or this is we call it as a purchase department. So, what is a requirement? A sales or a purchase or a marketing department doesn't need a firewall access, right? There is no requirement that they should access a firewall or they should log into a firewall. They only need the internet access. So, what we need, if we have specific users and they are part of specific subnet. Okay, if L1 is part of a subnet, we call that 192.168.100.0/24. So if his computer is part of this particular subnet, then he should be able to log in. If L1 is suppose this is a user, a marketing PC, and he is trying to access a firewall with L1 user, he should not be able to log in if he is not from this particular subnet. Similarly, if I am having L2, if L2 is also part of this particular subnet, he should be logging in. L3 is part of this particular subnet, he should be able to log in. Or else, if he is trying from any other subnet or any other person is trying to access from L3 username and password, he should not be able to log in. Okay. So this particular restrictions, we call this like a trusted host. So whenever we whenever we configure a username or a password in our FortiGate firewall, we have an option to allow particular login of a user from a specific IP address or specific subnet. Whatever IP address or subnet we give, you will be able to log in from that particular PC or that particular IP address. If you try to log in from any other IP, you will get like a authentication failure. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let us try to log in. So as per our lab topology, how many users we are having? We are having 3 users, correct?
Yeah.
L1 user, L2 user, L3 user. But in our lab topology, we are having only one subnet. What is our subnet? Our management subnet is 192.168.100.0/24. And as of now, we have one management PC, 192.168.100.100. Now what I will do, let us go to our topology and we'll see. Sorry. So as per my topology, I am having one management PC. What I am going to do? I am going to configure another management PC in my lab topology. So now let us add another Windows PC. I'll give it like a test user. Okay. We'll connect it. It is power on. Let us wait for the PC to power on. Okay, till it gets powered on. Let us go to our management PC and we'll see. So I'll go to systems administrator. Okay. So now if you see a trusted host, it is blank. Whenever you have a blank in a trusted host, okay, that means allowed from anywhere. Access, or you can say login from anywhere. Means you can log into firewall from any of the PC or any of the subnet. Okay. If you don't configure anything, by default it would be disabled. If you want to configure, you can configure it. So once you edit any of the user, you will see restrict admin, restrict login to trusted host. Okay. If you click on this, you would be having an option trusted host 1. You can add a n number of lines, how many lines you wanted to add. So whenever you try to configure a trusted host, you would be having an option. Okay. Either configure a subnet. Subnet means you can configure whole subnet like /24 or /16 or /25, whatever subnet you have. Okay. Or else you configure a specific host. If you want to configure a specific host, you need to use a /32. Suppose I wanted to configure a specific PC to allow access from my particular username. So what I will do, I will say 192.168.100.100/32. Then whatever user I have this particular host configured, only I can access that particular firewall from this username. Suppose I am having a L1 user and I have a trusted host configured with this particular IP address. Then if I want to log in from a L1 user, then I need to use only this particular PC IP address, or else I will not be able to log into a firewall using a L1 user. Okay. And it is not mandatory that you only add one particular IP. You can add another IP like 100.101. Then you can use this PC also. 100.102. Then you can use this PC also. How many PCs you have added to a trusted host, you can use it. If you don't want to add a specific PC, you want to add entire subnet, then what you can do? You can just add a subnet. 192.168.100.0/24. Then this particular whole IT subnet would be able to access a firewall with a L1 user. Okay. So you have an
Yeah,
option,
got it.
either add a subnet or add a /32 IP address. Okay. So 1 minute. Okay, it is still booting. So now what we will do for our lab environment, let us see. For L1 user, I want a trusted host as 192.168.100.100, which is nothing but our management PC. Okay. For L2 user, I will add entire subnet. 192.168.100.0/24. For L3 user, I may add two IP addresses, 192.168.100.100/32. Then another IP would be, we will give another IP to our test PC, 100.101/32. Okay, these are the three configurations. We will do different type of configurations for our different users. Okay, then we'll see what happens. So first would be our L1 user with 100.100/32. So I am in L1 user. I have enabled the restrict login to trusted host 192.168.100.100/32. Okay, if I wanted to add another entry, I can just click on plus and add it. If I don't want, I will disable it. Click on OK. For L2 user, my requirement is, just a minute guys. Okay, for L2 user, my requirement is to add two entire subnet, right? If you see, for L2 user, we are saying we will add entire subnet. So I can say /24 and add it. Then for L3 user, restrict login to trusted host. Then I will say, here I am saying I will add two particular PCs. So I need to give /32 for two PCs, right? 192.168.100.101/32. I have logged in both the PCs, added both the PCs. Now I am having a trusted host added to all these. And remember, admin doesn't have any trusted host configured as of now. So now let us see if a PC is powered on. Okay. Yes, Rick. This would be new time. If any changes in the time, I'll inform like every day before prior. If we are starting 30 minutes late.
Okay, great.
If for example we are starting original time, then I will inform, or else this would be a new time for every day. Okay, we'll try with a specific user only. Think some problem with this, don't know. Let me add a PC again, another PC. We will try with Windows 7, no problem. So Rick, we were discussing about trusted host configuration for the users. So user can log in from a specific PC instead of logging in from anywhere. Okay. So just waiting for a PC to come up. Just give us a couple of minutes.
So without the need of LAN connection, or we can admin can log in anywhere with this trusted host, right?
What do you mean by LAN connection?
No, since if I'm saying like if I'm not in the network, okay, I'm in the remote, and I just connected with my Wi-Fi. If I add my PC in this trusted host, I can log in to the firewall, right?
Yeah. If you are reachable on that particular interface, if you are able to reach from
Mhm.
your PC to firewall this particular IP address or firewall LAN IP address, then you can log in.
Okay. Without need of VPN, right? Without need of VPN, we can log in directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually trusted host is like one more layer of security.
Okay. Okay. But for that, we need to assign our PC to a static, right? Static IP. Static IP
No,
is
no, no.
okay.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. See,
That doesn't matter.
it in our topology, if you see, I am saying instead of adding a specific IP, usually every
Mm-hmm.
department would be having their dedicated subnet. Okay. Suppose in my environment I am having 4 departments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am having like IT department, sales department, then I may be having HR
Marketing.
department and the marketing
Okay.
or whatever department. So okay, if you are having a proper solution and a proper enterprise network, IT may be having their own subnet, sales may be
Mm-hmm.
having their own subnet, LAN subnets I am talking about. Okay, and when you are configuring a
Okay.
trusted host, instead of configuring a specific IP address, you can configure IT department subnet. Then whoever is part of IT and they are logging into IT, they can log in, they can access a firewall, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? This will give this PC some IP address. Let us connect to local area connection also after giving IP. We'll see. So this PC I will give IP address of 92.168. Okay. Let us connect this PC to our LAN. Okay. Now let us try to ping if it works or not. First we'll try to ping a firewall. Okay. Now I am reachable on a firewall. Okay. Now we'll try to log in. Okay. Let me open a browser. So remember 102 is a PC IP address and we have not given this particular IP address in any of the trusted host, but we have configured subnet, right? So now let us see. So what is our configuration? L1 only access from management PC, L2 from any of this particular PC if they is part of this particular subnet, and L3 only from this particular two PCs. Now my Windows 7 is part of what? 1 minute. My Windows 7 PC is 102 and it is part of subnet, so it should be able to log in. Let us see. I'll try to access a firewall now. 192.168.100.1. First we will try to access from L1 user. We'll see what will happen. Authentication failed, we are getting message. Why authentication is failed? Let us see. I'll log in here. Now authentication is getting failed, so we'll go to logs and we'll go to events. We'll see what is happening. If you see L1 user administration login failed, admin login failed. Why login failed? The reason, see, action was login, status failed. The reason, IP is blocked, which means you are not allowed to access a firewall from this particular IP address. At the same time, what is IP? 102, right? And he is trying from L1 user, so it is not allowed. At the same time, if I try L2 user now, what will happen? Let us see. Remember, L2 user is allowed to log in from entire subnet. Let us see again, error or something. L2 user, not this one. Reason was success, so it doesn't have anything to do. Okay, for L2 user, it is getting a proper. This may be a browser issue or something. There is no authentication failure or anything for L2 user. It is using the same particular firewall or same particular PC, but it is able to log in. Again, we'll go for L3 user. We'll see. L3 user again getting authentication failed. If you see L3 user, again it says IP is getting blocked, right? So that happens usually when you have trusted host configured and you are trying to access from unauthorized PC or something. Okay, now we will try to log in same L3 user from our firewall, our management PC. For L3 user, how many PCs we have logged in? We have logged in from our PC and management PC and test PC, right? So I'll go to management PC. I'll go to incognito window or private window. Try to log in L3 user. Admin. I am able to log in wherever I have configured a trusted host. Now let us see again logs. Logged in from which PC? Sorry, this was IP blocked. Then I am having another thing. Success reason. Okay. So if I am having a trusted host configured, I will be able to log in from specific PC. If I am I don't have that particular IP configured in my trusted host, it will say like IP is getting blocked or IP blocked reason. Okay. Now let me try again from a L2 user. Admin. I am able to log in, but there is some issue. 1 minute. Let me change the L2 user password, then we'll see again. System administrator, L2 user, change the password. Okay, don't save. Let me again try with the L2 user. Sorry, I tried with the admin. I'll try with L2 user. Okay, it is not giving like authentication failed or something. It is just like some browser issue or something in our environment. Let us try from this PC also now. This is our another test PC for Windows 11. Let us configure IP address for this. Okay, this PC is not working properly. Let us wait. Okay, at the same time, what I can do for L3 user, I can remove access of 100.0. Then we will try again one more time for L3 user with the incognito. I will like log out. Admin authentication failed again, same message. So again we'll go to logs and reports and events, system events. Okay, now you can see for L3 user, previously it was able to log in, right? If you see previously 100.0, it was able to log in. But now we are not able to log in because now we don't have a trusted host configured for that particular user, right? Is it clear? How does a trusted host works in your environment?
Yeah, okay, clear.
And see, moreover, as you asked, it is not like if you don't log into VPN and all. If you are outside of your world or outside, so assume you are trying to log into a firewall using a WAN IP. Now, whatever we were doing, we were trying to log into a firewall using LAN IP, right? So now, suppose you are sitting at a home and you are trying to log into firewall using LAN IP. That doesn't work. You will not have a reachability to firewall. Okay? To have a reachability,
Okay.
either you need to enable, if you want to log in from a internet, you need to enable a HTTPS or SSH on your public IP or your WAN IP, or else you need to connect to a VPN. Then only you would be able to log into a LAN IP. Okay?
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, done. So after trusted host, we will move to our routing protocols, a routing behavior in our firewall, and we will do static route configuration. Why do we need static route? We'll see. Just give me 1 minute, I'll come back. Okay. So after we successfully understand what is management access restrictions to a specific IP or what is a trusted host in FortiGate, let us move to different topic. Now we will go to a routing. So like any other L3 device or any other router, FortiGate also do a routing in a specific order. Okay. Whenever FortiGate want to decide what is the best path. Okay. Usually FortiGate checks a specific order to decide a best path. First is a longest match. Okay. Second, lowest AD value. And third is a protocol matrix. You can say protocol or routing protocol. Okay. So what does the longest match means? Now assume, as per our topology, this is my firewall. Okay. And to my firewall, I am having a specific routes. This is my port 1 and port 2 connected to ISP. Okay. On my firewall, I am having two specific static routes. Port 1, port 2. Okay. From internet, suppose we want to go to Google. Usually for Google and all, we will give default route or internet for a default route. Now I am saying if I wanted to go to 8.8.8.8, then /32. So then I am having another route, and this is I am saying via port number 1 or WAN 1. Okay, then I am having another route which says 0000/0, and it is via port number 2. Okay, then another route 0000/0 via port number 1. Now how many routes I am having? I am having 3 static routes in my environment. But if whenever firewall want to send the traffic to 8.8, instead of going to this particular routes, he will always choose 8.8 as a preference. Okay, because compared to its default route, this is having a more precise route or longest match, we call that. Okay, and assume now you are having you need to go to some other subnets like 100.series on some internet or Facebook. What is a Facebook IP? Let us see first. So Facebook is having 57.144.208 is the IP, right? Now from my internal users, firewall is sending a traffic to Facebook, which is 57. What is the IP? 57.144.208.1. Instead of this, if I am in my firewall, I am having a route configured with 57.144.208.0/24. So instead of going to default route, firewall will always use the longest match. Compared to /0, /24 is having a longest prefix match, right? So firewall will use /24 as the exit interface or exit route instead of going to this particular thing. If we don't have all these routes, if I am not having all this and
So,
all, yeah.
so if suppose longest match in the sense,
Prefix,
instead
right?
of going with one particular one IP,
Mhm.
if it is having more IP and with it having whole subnet means it will go for the whole subnet, right? That
No,
prefix
longest match means
/20.
more precised match or exact match, you can say. 0000 means it
Oh,
can be anything, right? Yeah.
okay,
Then
okay.
I say
No, just consider about that. Just take that Facebook IP, and
Facebook IP.
instead
Okay.
of that Facebook, the prefix
57.144.208.1.
slash
Okay. Okay. We'll take this example
one
now. Okay.
1/32, right?
/32. This is
Slash
having a
32.
host entry or specific IP, right? I will say this should go
Hmm.
from port number 1. Then I will say another thing,
Okay.
57.144.208.0/24. I will say this should go from port number 2. Okay, in a
Okay.
firewall. So compared to /24, /32 is the longest match, right?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Okay. That is
So
having the exact IP. Okay.
exact IP. So firewall will use the port number 1. whenever they want to go to Facebook. That is called a longest match.
Okay. Instead of avoiding the confusion. Okay. Instead of avoiding it. Okay.
Correct.
Got it.
So usually longest match means more precise or exact match. Okay. If you don't have all these things, longest match or static or /32 and all, firewall will choose a default route to go to internet. And that is the exact behavior for any of the routing protocol or any of the routing devices. If you are using a router or your L3 switch or whatever. Okay. Then after a longest match, if the match is same, okay, now assume I am having two default routes. Okay, both are having 0/0, right? That means these are same. If that is same, second option would be I need to choose the best path, right? To go to or go traffic should be sending to any of the interface. Second would be lowest AD value. AD means administrative distance, or how far is my destination. Okay, so suppose this is the longest match, and I will say if traffic is going 0/0 via port number 1, then I will say AD value. Default AD value in FortiGate is 10. Okay, 1 minute, hold on. You guys gave any question? Okay, no. Okay,
No,
then I will
that's
say
me. Okay.
/0. Then this is via port number 2, and this is having a AD value of 20. Okay, then whichever is having the lowest AD value compared to port number 2, port number 1 is having lowest AD value, right? This will be chosen as a best. Okay, if AD value is also same, assume we don't have any routing protocol running and both the AD values are same as of now. This is also 10, that is also 10. Then FortiGate will do ECMP. FortiGate will send the traffic like 50/50 on both the interfaces. Sometimes traffic on ISP1, sometimes traffic on ISP2. Okay, if you have routing protocol, then protocol metrics would be chosen. OSPF having different metrics and all to do best path calculation, right? That would be chosen. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Before this, there would be another thing coming like a PVR, policy based route, or SD-WAN routes. We will see that particular thing when we are going to the topics. So for now, we are going to static routes. So for static routes, let us understand like first preference would be longest match. Second preference would be lowest AD value, and if both are same, then it would be given as a ECMP in our environment.
Without the static route, firewall won't able to send where the traffic needs to go, right? So
For
for
a
all
internet,
the
for a internet usually.
for internet usually.
Correct.
Okay. Where in which places we will use the static route in firewall?
We'll come to a
Like
scenarios now. One environment would be like
okay.
for a internet. Okay.
I'm just
When that
asking like okay, any components like VPN or this
VPN
thing.
also we can use. See, one place for a internet purpose.
Okay.
Second place, suppose I am having different VLANs. In my environment, how many VLANs I am having now? I am having VLAN 10, VLAN 20, right? And my L3 switch is acting as a gateway. We'll come to this scenario now in couple of minutes. So my L3 switch is acting as a gateway. Then traffic need to send from a firewall to L3 switch for a VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, right? So we can use a static route for internal VLANs
So
towards
the
my
static route
L3.
will be used for both inbound and outbound, right?
Static route says a firewall. It is not inbound or outbound. Okay, in a static route or routing,
No.
it
For
says
inbound and outbound traffic, yeah, I understand. What I'm asking, if firewall is sending the traffic, it will send via the static route, right?
correct. It
Yeah, so
says a firewall where you need to
if
send the traffic.
okay. So
Okay.
if any traffic comes inside the firewall, also it will use a static route, right? No,
Yeah.
no. Oh,
Yeah. It can live.
okay.
So suppose now traffic
That
coming
is
from
that is
this
why I'm
PC.
asking both
Traffic coming from this
inbound and
PC.
outbound traffic.
No. See,
Okay.
first thing, routing works based on destination.
Hmm.
Okay. Whenever this PC is sending a traffic, he will be having source IP, destination IP, right? Suppose destination IP is
Yes.
8.8.8.8. This traffic came to firewall. Firewall doesn't matter about source IP at this stage. He will send the traffic to destination. Okay. When the return traffic is
Okay.
coming,
Okay.
this time source IP would be his IP, destination IP, assume PC IP 10.100. This traffic will come to firewall. Now firewall will see where is 10.100 and he will send the traffic to internal. Okay. And this time if you don't have a
Okay.
static route towards internal, firewall cannot send the traffic and he will drop the traffic. Okay. So
Okay. Okay. Got
that
it.
is generally required. Okay. So now what we will do, let us go to firewall and we'll see, do I have any static routes or anything? To see any routes, what is a command? Get router info, routing table, all. We can see whatever routes we are having. As of now, I don't have any routes configured in my firewall. I just have like 100 and 192.168, 100, right? These are the two routes I am having in my environment. So now what we are going to do, config system interface. Sorry, I don't want to configure interface, and I just wanted to do is configure default route towards my ISP. So I'll go to firewall GUI and I'll say I'll configure one default route. Before that, let us see if we are able to reach the internet. Execute ping. I'm not able to reach internet for now. From my ISP router, can I reach the internet? Let us see. This is my ISP router. Ping. Let us wait for a couple of minutes. First, we will configure ISP router, then we'll see. Show IP interface brief. Okay, I'm having the routes and everything. Show IP route. Having a default route, so I should be able to reach the internet. Okay, I'm able to reach internet from here. Show IP access list. I'm having show IP NAT. Show running config section NAT. Okay, everything is configured. So from my ISP router, I am able to reach 8.8, which is internet. From my firewall, I am able to reach or not. Let us see. Again, execute ping 8.8. I should not be able to reach because we don't have a route, right? Send to fail we will get usually. That means we don't have a route. Now let us go to firewall. To configure static route, we'll go to network, static routes. I'll create a new route. So whenever you want to configure route, you need subnet, then you need a gateway. For us, a gateway is a next hop, which is 100.1.1.2. Then it will automatically select your exit interface. Then here you will see administrative distance, right? The administrative distance is used to determine the cost of the route. Smaller distance are considered as a better. That means your lower AD value or lower administrative distance is a better route. If both the routes are same, distance will be considered as a ECMP or equal cost route. Okay. So as of now, I will not change the AD value. It would be default 10 in FortiGate. I'll write a route. Then let us see a first routing. Get router info routing table all. I am having a route available. Now let us try to ping. I am able to ping from a firewall to internet now, right? If I don't have a
Yes.
default route, I'll not be able to ping a internet from a firewall. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So any questions? Let me know.
I have one question. I'm not sure whether it's related.
Yeah.
If I'm connected to Ethernet, okay, and I'm getting internet, but every time I want to do a multiple restart. Any
Multiple
reason why? Restarting my PC.
restarting of a PC.
Yes. Any idea?
Not sure. We need to check
After.
end to end actually. You are saying
Oh,
a
okay,
PC is
okay.
connected to a LAN switch, and sometimes it
Yes,
works,
yes,
sometimes it
yes,
doesn't work.
yes, yes,
It
yes,
can be
yes,
many
yes.
things.
But
It can be many things. A PC is having IP conflict, or the port
mm,
where you are connecting it is getting flapped.
mm, mm, mm,
It can be
mm,
many things. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So that was all for today. Tomorrow we would be going with a different topic like how to do internal VLANs and all. But tomorrow there would be no class. Again, we'll connect on Friday.
Friday.
Sorry, again we'll
Oh,
connect on Monday.
yeah, okay. Got it.
And hope you guys received a lab document, theory guide, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
If you guys
Thank
have
you.
any questions, let me know. I'll be able to help.
Yeah, sure. We'll
Okay,
try this lab.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.